well. Here we are.
Football Power Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come.
Oh my God.
Jay-Z is home. Oh, the excitement I have, my Lord. Today was actually a really good day. You know?
I can't believe today was a good day.
Seriously, I had to do the emergency stream. I had to just come on and be like, you know what? We have to commemorate. We have to congratulate. We have to congregate and say, oh, Ineos are making the moves.
Hey, run for your life. Hey, run for your life.
Say,
Ineos. Literally, that's the energy that I'm starting next season with. I'm like, hey, run for your life. Chelsea Football Club, run for your life. Arsenal, run for your life. Let me hear you say, Ineos. Oh,
They not
man.
like us. They not like us.
I'm excited. I did not even check to see if I'm muted or unmuted. And I don't care. I really don't care if I'm muted. You know what? The main thing is we are welcoming Zirkzee. Yes, Nile in the house as well. Lucky in the building as well. Come on. You know, tomorrow is the Kahoot. Always, every Friday, that one. Until, like, I'm going to have to, like, the only reason why I would not have Kahoot is if I do not have Wi-Fi access. But right now, the party is for Joshua Zirkzee, as I call him, Jay-Z. Ladies and gentlemen, Jay-Z is home. Let's welcome him. Let's do this thing proper. And let me just start the show with, you know what? Let's run the actual intro.
Just waiting on the back post. Surely he'll be found. Premier League goal at Old Trafford.
Hey, run for your life. If you are an Arsenal supporter, even a Man City supporter.
Hey, run for your life. Hey, run for your life.
say,
Ineos, we're really gonna be looking good next season. And I'm so excited. I actually just want to quickly just sort of just like take a quick sneak peek. Big up to Joshua. Like you're saying, Joshua now is in Manchester. He had taken the medical tomorrow. That's what we love. Both Joshua Zirkzee and Matthijs de Ligt will payment afterwards. Oh, Matthijs de Ligt is also happening. We might as well do a quick little preview of how we're gonna look next season. Let's just start from there. Can we? I don't even know if the world is ready for this. We are going to be having a proper baller. Gone are the days where we're playing hoof the ball football. We are going to be having a target man who can actually have the ball stick, who can actually galvanize the rest of the forward line. I am so excited. I cannot contain myself. I don't know if you realize, if you're a Manchester United fan and you're like, all right, cool, Joshua Zirkzee, I think that's not the way. You have to be like, Zirkzee, the medical is tomorrow, mañana. We are actually going to be looking so good next season, and I'm excited. Obviously, this is just the first step. We know, like, we wanna obviously finish with the de Ligt signing. We want to see what happens with what happens with Ugarte. We want to see what happens. You know what I mean? But look at how Martinez. Look at how our defense line is looking real quick. So Martinez, and then we could have de Ligt, Ooh, the lift, right? And on the right, will be Dallo. On the left, hopefully Luke Shaw will be fit from the from this like matter of fact, why is it a 4-4-2? I mean, we could play a 4-4-2 with Zirkzee and Haaland. That's a possibility. How did I say Haaland? Hoyland. So pardon me. But I don't see the 4-4-2 really happening as often as I would like for it to happen. But this is what we could potentially do. Garnacho. Or should it be Rashford? Let's go Rashi. You know, when Rashi is in form, he's going to be really on it. And then in the middle, there'll be who? If we were to play a 4-4-2, obviously I'd put Bruno in there. I'd put Maino in there. And then on the right, it would be like Ahmad, or I don't want to put Antony. This is a dead team if I put Antony. I'd put Garnacho on the right if we were going to play a 4-4-2. But obviously, this is not the formation that I think we will be going with. But it is kind of nice to look at for a second. Hold on a minute. Do you see this? Maino collecting the ball, passing it to Bruno, and Zirkzee dropping a little bit. Zirkzee would actually be a second striker, actually, if we were to do this. I'd like this. I feel like this would be more balanced, you know. But the actual formation that I was looking for, let me get the right formation in there, is a 4-3-3. This is how we're gonna be looking, terrorizing teams next season. Oh boy, no. We don't want to do that. We want to put, I think we want Ugarte here. We want somebody that can actually, that is designed to collect the ball from the center backs, you know, and then have Maino here with the box-to-box role. And then from there, we can have Garnacho to do the thing as the winger. And then Hoyland, whenever Hoyland is tired, or when Hoyland is injured, we go Zirkzee. Isn't this exciting? Just looking at it. Come on now. Come on. This lineup. The Premier League is not ready for this. Chelsea, Dan, you are not ready for this. We are going to be cooking. Brendan says, I would prefer Garnacho on the left and Ahmad on the right. Garnacho. So you're benching Rashford, Brendan? Is that what you're doing? When Rashford is about to have the breakthrough, like a proper 20-plus goals next season. You know it's coming, Brendan. Let's be real. Let's be real. I know. I like the thought of Ahmad on the right, though, because Garnacho feels like we're shoehorning. Okay, let's do this. I'm sure there's a little bit where we can put where's the thing where we put the subs? Let's see. Aha. Arrows. No. I don't want the arrows. The arrows are old school, you know. Like we can put an arrow on not right, but up. No, not upright. Don't they have just the up middle? There we go. Boom. Dallo moving like that. Luke Shaw will come in with the inverted, you know, up right. He'll invert. Brendan says he would like he would like Garnacho on the left. Let's see how it looks. Let's see how it looks. Just for a moment. Garnacho on the left and Ahmad on the right. Not bad. But then where is, there we go. This is the button that I was looking for. So so we know Luke Shaw's sub is gonna be Malacia. And then over there we have Wan-Bissaka, that's the sub for Dallo. Oh, if we can get, I don't know if the Braithwaite deal is going to happen, honestly. I don't know if the Braithwaite deal is going to happen, but let's just say it does. Let's just say it does. Actually, we're closer to Euro. We're closer to Euro than anybody, but De Ligt, I think Maguire is going to stay. Let's be real. Big up to Brush in the building. It's going to be Maguire. Exactly, Brendan. Exactly. And then who's the Martinez sub? I think if Braithwaite or if Braithwaite was actually gonna happen, I would actually, you know, I wouldn't be so what's the word? Like giddy about it, but Martin Braithwaite would actually, you know, I mean, did I say Martin? Jared. Men like Jared would actually add a little bit of, you know, like quality to us, but he wouldn't be really like a game changer type of player in my view. But the good part about him is like you can tell like he's young. He's got some how you spell? Is it brain? How you spell his name? Is it brain? Braithwaite? Branth. I think it's there's no I in between the N. Let's see. Let's just see for funsies. Martinez, Braithwaite as a sub, even though Euro is actually the most likely one. If we can get Lenny Euro, I would be super happy, actually, more than this guy that I actually want to just put it Euro just so we can take a quick glance of things, right? We know Bruno's sub is gonna be Eriksen. Eriksen is here to stay. Let's be real about it. Eriksen is gonna be here to stay. Ugarte, who's the Ugarte? We still haven't made a decision on Donny yet. We still haven't made, I mean, not Donny, pardon me, on, what's his name? Amrabat. We have made a decision on Donny today, by the way. This is also the Donny farewell party. You know, big up to Donny. Van der Beek, thank you for your services, fam. But before we get a little too deep into Donny, I just want to just kind of just build this. Okay, so we say Garnacho, starts, and then we put in Rashi as the sub, Ahmad on the right. I guess we're gonna have to keep Antony. I don't think anybody's coming to buy Antony. Oh boy, Antony in there, and then who else? Who's Kobe Maino's substitute? That's the question. Who is Kobe Maino's sub? Hoyland in there. Who is Kobe Maino subbing? You know? Oh, that's right. We still have Mount. I guess we'll put Mason Mount. But let's just take a quick glance of how our team could line up right now. Lucky says, yo, Bayern and Manchester United closing in on a pay deal. Is this for Matthijs de Ligt? This is the news that we wanted to hear. This is the news that's gonna make me play the party music. This song right here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just, because it's a party, grab your drink. We have to just celebrate the fact that we are seeing changes at our club. Deserves us to just, you know, finally. Oh man, I had to play some amapiano vibes. I have to play some amapiano vibes just because the party is on. This is the welcome Jay-Z party, Joshua Zirkzee party, and also saying farewell to Donny van der Beek. But this is how things are looking. We obviously know over here. Let's look at what's his name? Let's look at Antony as well. We want to give him an arrow to cut in because he's going to cut in whether we give him the arrow or not, right? Ahmad also probably drift to the left. I don't know, should we say up left? I think so. Boom. Actually, I feel like left is it feels right, and then Garnacho is the one that's gonna go up right. Boom. Zirkzee. When it's Zirkzee playing, he's gonna drop. We don't have an arrow to show that down. We don't have down middle, down center. There we go. Look at this formation. Come on, this is a top 4 charge. Top 4 is upon us. Look at this squad right here. Look at this squad. Guys, Ineos are cooking. Ineos are cooking. Brendan says we're not far away from this squad, and then we will have academy talent that can be added. Not bad. Pas mal. You know, as they say in French, in the French world, pas mal. We are actually cooking, guys. I don't know if you guys are ready for this. This is going to be a big season for us. I am so excited. I cannot hide my feelings for this, because this is gonna be good. And you know the thing about, for me, Zirkzee, I think I mentioned this the other day, that obviously his height is great. All you have to do is develop the player, give him time to work with Ruud van Nistelrooy. You know, when I say today was a good day, I saw pictures of Ruud van Nistelrooy today. Ruud is in the house. Boy, oh boy. We are cooking. I hope everybody can smell the Ineos stew, because it's in full effect, man. We might get another striker, says Lucky. Please don't tell me, Lucky, you heard about the rumors about Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I was like, what? Dominic, who? Would you be excited, Lucky, or Brendan, or anybody in the house? Like, would you be excited about Dominic Calvert-Lewin if we had Zirkzee and Haaland as well? Like, coming in as a sub. I honestly, I'm not gonna believe it until it's an actual Fabrizio Romano update. But unless it's
a David Ornstein bomber that's dropped.
Unless it's a David Ornstein bomber that drops, I'm not gonna believe it. But I heard the Dominic Calvert-Lewin rumors, and I honestly, I was drinking some water and I was like, say what? Dominic who? Nah. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Lucky. Thank you for affirming that, because this would be the worst decision by Ineos. I'm like, we're taking one step forward and 3 steps back. I'd rather us bring in somebody that I'd rather us bring somebody from the academy before I can see a Dominic Calvert-Lewin, But talk about another signing that actually made me, the Ben Chilwell rumors that happened over this week as well. There was another one. I was like, how do you say I'm disgusted? I am appalled. I am disappointed.
My disappointment is immeasurable.
If we get Ben Chilwell or Dominic Calvert-Lewin,
my disappointment is immeasurable.
No. We need to build a proper squad. And from this team that we're looking at right now, I think if even the combination of Euro and Maguire, for me, that's actually a really, really good center-back partnership. That is something that could be a combination that we're not ready for. They could actually cook. And another partnership like Maino and Ugarte, I feel like they could do well. Just looking at how Kobe Maino has been doing in the Euros as well. We know last season, ever since he debuted versus Everton, it's all been an upward trajectory, But I'm so excited by the fact that if we get a proper midfield reinforcement, if it's Ugarte and we call Amrabat back, Amrabat is happy being a squad player, Call him in when you need him, and when he's actually, when he's actually what's the word? Like match sharp, you can rely on this player. He's the guy. Guys forget. Guys say, "Oh, it was just one game," but it was not just the FA Cup final, but the build up to the FA Cup final. Amrabat was integral to us getting those results and actually us building a little bit of that team chemistry in the midfield. And I would be so thrilled to have this midfield triangle of Bruno, Maino, Ugarte, Amrabat coming in as a sub. Amrabat coming in if there's an injury. We could really go for it, Ooh, if it's not Amrabat, if we're talking about the squad player role, number 6 or DM that can be there, I really like what you pick up what you're putting down, Brendan. Rabiot, I might as well just put Rabiot really quickly. Let's just see how Rabiot looks. This is how do you go to the subs again? There we go. Players, subs. Let's go. Let's take out Amrabat and see how Rabiot looks in this. As long as he can leave his mama out the picture, I think it's a beautiful picture. Check that out. Onana is the only person without a sub. Onana is the only person without a sub, honestly. Who's this person that you're talking about? Lucky 10 Rai Iran? 10 Rai Iran. Is this a player? Or is this, and then the flag of what? Please expand on that, my G. Kindly let me know what you're talking about. But I just wanted to just spend a few minutes just like, what's the word? Fantasizing about just what might just happen this coming season. He's a striker from Iran. Okay. Let's see what 10 Rai. Okay, let me pull him up. Let's see 10 Rai. Who is it? 10 Rai. I can't see. I see Taremi. Google is asking me, is like, did you mean Taremi? 10 Rai. Who is 10 Rai? Bro, I can't find no 10 Rai. I find a Tendai, Tererai. Can you please type the name? His name, 10 Rai. Use positive. His name is 10 Rai. All right. Why is he not on transfer market? All right, let's see. 10 Rai. Why is 10 Rai? Bro, this player is nowhere to be found, bro. Lucky, who are you finding that's like what does he play for? Does he play for any actual team? Oh, 10 Rai. There we go. Oh my God. That's a name I've heard of. Gosh, bro. Lucky, please, 10 Rami. So 10 Rami, that's a name I've seen before. And okay, if we bring him in, sure. If we bring him in, I'm down as an option. And Rami, you know what? As long as it's not Dominic Calvert-Lewin, I'm happy. I mean, these Tameri, right? I think Mehdi Tameri. Remy, pardon me. Gosh, this name is so difficult. It's not the easiest name to say. But yeah, he's a center forward. He plays currently for Inter Milan. And yeah. Let's look at his stats real quick. He's just out and out center forward. He's played 152 matches in Liga Portugal, 82 goals, 45 assists. I like a center forward that does the assists, That is good. That's what we want. He can also play second striker. You can deploy him as a left winger if you want, but on the right wing, he's only played one professional game. Not bad at all. Let me show you exactly what I'm looking at, guys. Let me show you exactly what I'm looking at. This, you misspelled him, by the way, Lucky. But I see exactly the profile that he brings to the club. And I think it's not a bad profile, if you ask me. This is the guy, Mr. Mehdi Taremi from Iran. He's a center forward, and you can see he's played 55 games as second striker, 289 as center forward, 13 on the left and 1 on the right, and not bad at all. For me, that's how I actually, everybody obviously has their own way of like looking at a player, which is what's beautiful about this. But I personally love the fact that he has 45 assists. That shows to me that this guy has the ability to look for his fellow teammates, and that is respectable. You know, that is something that I want to say. Team player. It gives team player vibes to me. So shout out to him, man. Shout out to him. I think, let's see, Wales. He has played in the AFC Champions League. He's played in the Champions. He's got 10 Champions League goals. Okay. All right. I'm about it. I am convinced. That's all. He's the sort of guy, he will get players involved in the goal situations. Exactly, precisely what we want. Brendan disagrees, says, you know what? I would actually consider Ben Yedder, proven goal scorer, quite a lot of experience, and he is a free agent. Ben Yedder is actually a good player. He's been around the block for a minute. He's actually, and as you say, the experience that he has is good, but like, how old is he now? I've known his name for a while, and he's French, if I'm not mistaken, right? He's 33. 33 years of age. I don't know. At 33, Monaco did not renew his contract. I don't know. It's, if you were to choose between Ben Yedder and Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who are you going with, Brendan? You know, that's why, like, I'm a little bit like, he gives him the Henrik Larsson role. But that's why I'm a little bit like, you know, I don't know. No more old age players, says Denton. Exactly. Please. Let's not make this a retirement house. We've got enough experience in Johnny Evans, says Brendan. Evans's experience for the defenders, Eriksen for the midfielders, and somebody like Ben Yedder for the attackers. Do we really need? Nah. Please. Let's not. Okay, I'm curious now. Even if there's like a, let's do a quick little poll real quick. Ben Yedder. Let's see. I'm gonna choose. This is a poll of dead strikers that are gonna be there as a backup to Zirkzee and backup to Haaland. Backup of the backup, right? Which backup are you choosing? Ben Yedder. Let's say choosing to help Haaland and Jay-Z. Zirkzee, right? Ben Yedder. Who was the other one that we said? My man from Inter Milan, Taremi, right? Taremi. And who else? Who did we have again? Did we just talk about? We talked about Calvert-Lewin. It's gonna be a dead poll, you know. Calvert-Lewin. How do you spell Calvert-Lewin? Dominic Calvert-Lewin. And last option is Okay. Let me add one more option. None of the above. None of the above. There we go. Quick little poll. Which backup are you choosing to help Haaland and Zirkzee? Danyada, Calvert-Lewin, Taremi, right? Keep on. Lucky you made me mess up his spelling in my head. And I think it is Taremi. Yeah, Mehdi Taremi. Okay. Mehdi Taremi. Got it. I think I spelled it right. Or none of the above. Kindly make your voice heard. I want to know which person you would go with. Denton says, we have Rude Van Nistelrooy already. Why are we looking for more old age people, Brendan differs, saying you need experience to steady the ship in the dressing room or to bring onto the pitch when needed. No, but Brendan, don't you think like having two young strikers fight for the starting position, right? That can help them inspire each other and actually give them a little bit of a lift as opposed to like make them fight against each other. You know what I mean? Taremi, if you want to know, Lucky, Taremi is 31 years of age. That is how old he is. And and he is an Inter Milan center forward, or he can play second striker, left winger, as we mentioned. And I don't know. Brendan says is really, really adamant we need experience in this. Okay, all right, guys. Even if it's just like 5 people that let that voice known, I know this is quite a what's the word? It's an impromptu stream, but I want to know from just 5 voices, who are you choosing? Ben Yedder, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Taremi, Mehdi Taremi. Or it feels, when I say his first name and last name, it feels like I'm saying Mediterranean. Mehdi Taremi. Such a fun name. 31, say few years, 5 says Lucky. That's not how it works. Coaches and players have a different distance and role in the squad, says Brendan. Okay. Word. I get what you mean about needing somebody to like be the wise, voice, but I feel like we have enough voices already. Don't you think though, Brendan? Like the distance between the coach and the player is something that can be bridged. This is why Ruud van Nistelrooy, Ruud is not that old. Ruud van Nistelrooy is not that old, and he's coming in and he's gonna relate to these young guys and actually tell them what to do. And I feel like that voice is already that void is already filled. Like Ruud is what, 45, 46 or something like that. I don't know. But I feel like, like you may just be saying we need the wise experience when we actually don't need it. You know what I'm saying? Big up to Ronald in the house. Brendan says, no, our biggest weakness has been leadership and experience. I'm curious, Brendan. Let me put the link. Let me put the link in here. And welcome also Ronald in the chat. If you want to pull up, Brendan, if you want to pull up, this is your invitation too. I really need you to articulate this point about needing experience up front. We have Johnny Evans, as you said, and we have Eriksen as the wise head, and we need a wise head for the strikers. Is that really, really, really true? What experience? We have enough of that. We need young, hungry talent. And Denton is dead serious about this. All right. With Joshua Zirkzee, guys, I don't know if you actually know how important this guy is going to be. Actually, feel like we might actually be looking at potential signing of the season for me. I know we still haven't even made any other signing. This is the first signing of Ineos, but what he's going to bring to our team is underrated. What experience do we have? Denton, says Brendan. Denton is talking about he's talking about the players that you just mentioned, the defenders. We don't really need an old head. Say, let's look at a team that's doing well. Say, Manchester City? Do they have somebody that's telling Haaland some things? No. They have Alvarez, who's hungry, begging for a chance anytime to get on the pitch and prove himself that he needs to be starting over Erling Haaland. When we look at Arsenal, who scored a lot of goals last season, do they have somebody that's old age in the squad? No, especially not in the front. Jorginho is probably one of the oldest players that was in the Arsenal squad, right? Unless I'm blanking out on a player. But you know what I mean? Like, this whole thing, I get it about, like, yeah, you know, having an older player in there is good, but like, I feel like we'll be just fine without an old head in there, you know? Joshua Zirkzee, Rashford, Amad Diallo, interesting attack. The attack is complete. The attack is attacking. All right. Oh, we did get 5 voices into this this quick poll. Which backup are you choosing to help Haaland and Zirkzee? Ben Yedder, Calvert-Lewin, Taremi, or none of the above? 60% of the people went with none of the above. 20 with Ben Yedder, 20 with Taremi. I feel like I have to keep it open for a few more minutes to see if there'll be a somebody that will go with Ben Yedder or with Taremi, because they are both at 20%. I'm curious what we are saying in this community. Brendan says, I know what you mean, but you're looking at it from the wrong perspective. Man City has been going for how long since Guardiola joined? But Brendan, let's not even go, if we want to go that far, like, what's his name? Sergio Aguero was an experienced player. Did he even like have an impact? I feel like they shipped him out as quickly as possible. And Pep Guardiola was quick to give a speech saying, oh, we'll miss him. Sergio Aguero is irreplaceable. And then Haaland came in and it was goodbye. You know, they looked on to the future. Let me actually ask Ronald and see what Ronald thinks about this point. Big up, Ronald.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Jay-Z in the house. Do you understand what we're building?
We're building onto something.
Ronald, what do you think about this point that Brendan and I were going back and forth over? Like, do we need an experienced head, as an experienced voice?
I think there's a little echo, just to let you know, because of me. So if you can change that setting.
Let me change the setting real quick. I know exactly why it's happening. But do you think we need an older player in our attack to balance things out, or no?
Older player in attack? No, absolutely not. I think what we have right now is absolutely great, because at the end of the day, we've tried older people in the attack. We had Ronaldo. How much did that help anyone? Not a lot. We had Wout Weghorst. How did that much? Cavani was still good enough. I can't lie. Cavani was good enough, but then the quality around him was good enough as well. And Martial was still, not to be found. However, I think we are good and set in the striking department, in my opinion, humble opinion. Haaland and Zirkzee, I think they can play off of each other. I don't be surprised if in some games we might see 2 strikers up front.
Bro, I had this 4-4-2 formation that I started with. I don't know if you were here for that part of the show, but like, it looked good, The only thing that I was not too that I was still like, it was a little bit of a question mark for me, is like, what does the midfield look like if we play a 4-4-2, right?
I think in that I'm talking about the 4-2-2-2. Okay.
Okay. You'd play. Let's bring out the thing real quick.
And before we go there, just to answer the question for anyone thinking on, like Brendan just mentioned, we're not talking about the player being a starter, but somebody, the younger strikers, to lean on. That's a brilliant point. But just to let you guys, just to remind you guys, we just got Ruud van Nistelrooy. You don't get better than that to learn from. You want to be a striker? We learn from the best. We hired the best. So I think in those regards, we are going to be okay. And I have no problems in seeing how the team works out.
I mentioned that Brendan countered the point saying, there is always a distance between players and coaches. And Rude, well, there will be that
But
distance.
Rude will always be a player as well. And again, wearing a red shirt, he
For
exactly knows what
you,
it means. Huh?
for you,
No, I'm not saying for me. I'm saying as a player, he knows how exactly a player would think as a striker at Manchester United because he has been in those boots.
I hear it. I hear it.
So he
I hear
can
it.
talk to them as a player as well. Like he can talk to again. If you remember when we had under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, we had Michael Carrick. What does Rashford always say? That Carrick was always trying to talk to us as just one of us instead of a coach.
So okay, all right. I totally hear what you're saying, and obviously all that remains to be seen when like, will Rude actually keep his distance? But like, the thing about it is, like, Rude has been a coach, and now he's like graduated to like like he's not one of those people that is like now to us, you're talking about from a fan being like, look, Rude as a player, right? And the thing about it is, like, that feeling of like him as a player, maybe it's more visible to us as fans, but not necessarily the same for the coaches, even though he's kind of young. He's 40, 46, 47, or 48 at the most, but like, I kind of, when Brendan countered that point, I kind of thought about it that way and be like, he may be right in some ways, like coaches, when they have like their meetings, it's just coaches. And then players, when they have that times together, it's just players. And those interactions are very different. The dynamics are very different. That's why I kind of like had to say, you really think about and let it marinate what Brendan was talking about. But what do you say to that? And then let's build this 4-2-2 real quick.
Well, I mean, I hear what you're saying, and I kind of understand where Brendan is coming from in regards to it, that there is always a thin line, right? But my only point is that an experienced striker would cost you a lot right now in the current market, right?
Mhm.
Ivan Toney, you can't really rely upon the guy. He might have something coming up in near future. Ollie Watkins is priced out a lot of money. So, in my opinion, what we've done, because I think if I just read it somewhere that we only paid 2.5 million or something like that, crazy money for Zirkzee right now. The 40 million deal is a deal that we're doing for 4 years.
Mm.
So yeah, if like again, Brendan, you're right. If there is someone like a free option like Ben Yedder, you said, right? I'm not too sure who in the market right now is a free available option as a striker. Uh, yeah, I mean, if someone wants to come and sit on the bench and be okay in sitting on the bench, we shall have him. But end of the day, just keep in mind that you're still paying 50K to that person to even just sit on the bench. Is Ben Yedder
Mm.
going to play anything? No. And how much is Haaland and Zirkzee really learning off Ben Yedder? Was Ben Yedder ever that big of a striker that we bring him in as such?
Well, yeah, that's the other thing. It's like, yeah. The problem though is that we always equate great striker to great teacher, and that's not always the case. There's that too. There is
Yeah,
there is
yeah,
there
yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
you know. So
Gary
Ben,
Neville couldn't teach anyone. Roy
you know
Keane
the whole
couldn't teach anyone.
there's that thing about, like, if you want to be rich, ask a poor man and he'll tell you all his mistakes, and then you just avoid those mistakes. You can be
It
rich.
doesn't work like that. Yeah.
Brendan says he has a great record when it comes to goals. Big up to Stephanie, by the way, in the house. Shout out to all the people that have
Big
hit the
up,
like button.
Stephanie.
Six likes. I appreciate y'all so much. Let's quickly build this 4-2-2. So we got
Go on.
Zirkzee over there. We got obviously Hoyland. Let me take out this arrow because the arrow would be confusing. It's like, where is he going, Fab? Okay. Boom. Actually, Hoyland this side, Zirkzee this side. Boom. Zirkzee can drop in and link up. Okay. Who else is Bruno and who's on the left here? Is it Garnacho? I think it has to be Garnacho. You're the one that mentioned 4-2-2.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm trying to make sense.
So move Ogate onto Mainu's side and move Mainu on the left.
Let's see.
Do that.
Look,
And keep it that way. Push Mainu above that line. Perfect. Bring Ogate a little above, like on the byline of that. No. Keep it on the right side itself. Keep it on the right side a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So he sits there in that role. Obviously, our line would be pushed up, in my opinion, than where it is right now. And instead of Garnacho, put in Amad Diallo.
You'd go with Ahmad on the left.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Left or right, like, anyways, I would be okay with it.
Yeah,
but that's what I would go.
This is a weird one. I would go Garnacho, Bruno, Maino. Yeah, Ugarte here, sure.
The only reason why I went with Amad Diallo is because Zirkzee can then run on the left side and Amad Diallo can go in the center while Bruno comes back with Kobe Mainu, right? And Haaland is there up top. So he can still...
This guy, you're going to have a 6'4" guy on the left.
No, he's running on the left when Amad Diallo is carrying the ball. He's opening that space up for Amad Diallo's run.
You're not doing Zirkzee justice. Zirkzee should be somebody that we should now practice to be like his heading needs to get better and like his just finishing up those aerial opportunities. And I would want him closer to the box than Ahmad, and that's why
actually you can move between. You can actually switch between Zirkzee and Haaland up front. Because I would rather have Haaland as a second striker.
Oh, what? Okay. But Zirkzee's hold-up play is better than Haaland's.
Yeah, but Zirkzee's striking is better than Haaland as well. As of right now, on the current data that we have.
Okay. Interesting.
Zirkzee is clinical when Haaland has actually provided goals with assist as well.
Okay. Zirkzee will be the catalyst for United's attack next season, hopefully pushing us to get 75 plus Premier League goals, says Stephanie. Okay. All right. I can't wait. Zirkzee medical tomorrow, payment afterwards. In installments, though. That was nice business from United to say, oh, okay, look, we're not going to give you the guys the release clause, but like, you know what? We'll structure it out in a nice way for you, and pay you a little bit extra. So I think that was actually a really nice power money move by Man United to do that, by Ineos. So, like he says, use Amad Diallo, Garnacho, Rasmus Haaland, Joshua Zirkzee, Rashford, our options. That is true. Our forward line is actually scary when you think about it. I want to also, instead of this, like dwelling too much on this potential, like, lineup and how we might do, I want to just give a few minutes of the show to also Donny van der Beek, man. Donny van der Beek is gone as of today. We heard the exclusive from Fabrizio Romano and the Ornstein bomber. And yeah, man, what legacy does he leave? What memory does he leave with you? Ronald is a Man United fan. I'm curious what you think, like what you'd say to that. And then I'll say my piece on Donny.
Well, my only piece would be to tell people who did not like Bruno Fernandes from the jump, from the get-go, that hold that. He came, he tried, but Bruno Fernandes was irreplaceable, because at the time when he was brought in as a replacement for Bruno Fernandes, if I remember. And the whole league was not suiting him well. He was not able to do justice to himself. So I'm sure he was not happy about the whole situation himself. And as good of a player he was in Ajax, I absolutely want him to succeed. And if going there means that he can finally succeed again, it would bring me immense joy if I ever see him, going back up to the same standard that he had once set for himself, which was that instead of coming to us, he could have actually joined a club like Real Madrid, because Real Madrid was entrusted in him heavily until we just went and paid the price, and Edwin van der Sar, uh, gave an assist for the signing. So I would absolutely want him to go ahead and do well. He looks like a player who would do well. I think there was a lot of disturbance between him and eriktenhag. A lot of people don't speak on it, don't realize it. But I think when he left Ajax, he kind of broke the trust of a manager who wanted him to stay. So things were not. I mean, that's how I see it. That's how I felt about it. Because when he came back, like when we signed eriktenhag, I was thinking that surely we're going to play him more. Surely he's going to be a perfect player who understands his system well. But we haven't seen him even play a game again under. I think he played a few games, maybe one or two under eriktenhag. I'm not too sure, but
Yeah,
yeah,
he did. Yeah.
that's my take on our precious Donny van de Beek. But I'm happy for him. The same, I want him to succeed somewhere else. I would absolutely want Jadon Sancho to succeed somewhere else. But that's just me. People think of it as an agenda.
Bro, he was actually 28th on the Ballon d'Or shortlist one time, and I looked at him as Erik Ten Hag's what's his word, like godson, and I
hear
really
you.
liked. I really, really liked. I was excited about it when he came, and unfortunately, yeah, it never really popped off. His career never took off, and it's actually one of the saddest stories that I've like. Yeah, I remember being excited. I'd almost gauge my excitement for Donny van de Beek signing to almost the same as when we got Alexis Sanchez, and the way it flopped, was just very sad and disheartening to watch and see. And I really feel like, obviously, Manchester United, especially under Oli, did not really treat him well. I hated the fact that even on some watch alongs, bro, I even said, what, I even coined this thing of like 20 minutes, like when the game, whether we're losing or we're winning, like Donny comes in
I know, I
87
know, I know.
minutes. You know exactly what I mean by 20
Yeah,
minutes. It's like that Donny
yeah.
substitution. It's 88th minute. What is that going to change when we're losing by 3-goal margin? Or like, you know what I mean? And it was just like a little bit of sad, one of, not a little bit, a very sad story. And I just want to also acknowledge the fact that injuries did not do him well. I really wanted him to succeed when he went to was it Everton, who we loaned him to in the Premier League. I was a little bit surprised that it didn't work out that much for him over there. Then I kind of felt like I made up my mind in terms of him being like not maybe Premier League level per se. He just, not everybody that's a good player can make it in the Premier League.
Now, I
And
always believed that he was like a Premier League level player. I just felt like bad for the player himself because he was not
yeah,
able to achieve what he was supposed to. Because I absolutely wanted him to, do well. We tried multiple times. I think he's done 2 loans, if I'm not wrong, at the club, and I think it was a tough decision. Yeah, keeping my Bruno Love aside, I did want, like, I was excited when we got him because in my opinion, my thought process was that he's going to play uh, behind Bruno as a ball carrier.
yeah,
That
yeah,
was my thought process, but that is not how the club saw it or Ole Gunnar Solskjaer saw it. But and I think basically sticking with him and sorry, not him, but sticking with Fred and McTominay has done more damage than good than we
yeah.
think of it.
Let me see. Any memories, any Donny memories that we want to mention in the chat? Stephanie already put her saying, I remember when Donny signed for us, he selected number 34 shirt in memory of his football friend that had recently passed away. Perhaps his head wasn't right from that moment. Also scored on his United debut. Yeah, man. He's such a nice guy. I also, the latest memory of Donny van der Beek was that preseason game last year when he actually scored a really nice volley. And I was like, there's a player still in there. It was, of course, his preseason vibes, but I really liked him. I liked the interview also that he gave where he was just saying, I can play as an 8, as a 10. I've even played some games as a 6. Anywhere where the team wants me, I'll be there. And he's the type of player that you need when you're building a squad because he's got that good heart and that good mentality as well, to know that like he's part of a bigger body of work. And I really feel like, he could have. I wanted his career to pick up and just go to the next level. But yeah, maybe this is just the fresh start that he needed. I gotta say, he looks a lot older in this picture. He's looking like he's aging, and it's a little bit strange to see him with the Etihad Airways on his chest. But you know what? It's Girona. We know that ties with Man City and all that. And yeah, wish him all the best. Wish him all the best. Any other words on Donny from the chat? Brendan says basically Van de Beek hasn't played a run in game since 2020. Jeez. Oh. That makes me sad, Brendan. That really makes it sad. Like he says, I didn't like signing Ronaldo, Donny, Van step backwards. Like he just did not like it at all. Hey, man. Some signings we'll be excited about, some will not be excited about. But anyway, I just wanted to give Donny van de Beek his just due and say farewell, Donny van de Beek. You're a great lad. Wish you all the best in your new chapter. And I wish you gave us some more really some nicer like memories of more fun memories. I think like he reminded me of the football IQ that he has, Thomas Muller, in terms of his positional awareness, his link-up play. He's a one-touch pass and move into space. True product of the Ajax Academy or Ajax school. And there's something in there. All the best. All the best.
Imagine if he and Martial could stay fit.
Oh, we could really cook. We could have cooked. Imagine all that we could have cooked if Martial and Donny were fit. Anyway, just like that, I just gotta give him his respect and say, goodbye, Donny. We love you. We'll always respect you. Yeah, man. This was actually meant to be a 30-minute stream, Ronald.
I'm sorry.
And I just had to do something for Zirkzee, for the Jay-Z party, and I was also putting in the figures and all that for the Euros quarterfinal, for the Euros and this is actually, so I had only done match day 1, 2, and 3 and had not added up everybody for the semifinals and the quarterfinals and round of 16. And I think Excel, if I remember correctly, I can just do this to just quickly get a quick picture of how the points are looking for everyone real quick. Let's see. Some right here. Are we able? Do I remember how to do this? There we go. And yeah. So if you were wondering, we've been playing, if you're wondering why we're looking at an Excel sheet right now, we're looking at it because we've been playing this power predictor game.
Do I even have points?
And Ronald, did I not put your points? Did you put?
No, I that's why I'm asking. I did not predict a lot. I think I did the first game week, I guess.
1, 2. I do not remember round of 16 and quarterfinals and semifinals predictions from you.
Yeah, so, I did not do it. I gave up this time.
There we go. You have 18 though. You have 18, and I think so far our highest earner in the obviously this is subject to VAR review, but our highest earner has been Luen. And whoa. Shay, how does Shay have 35? And Sashiv on 31. Wow.
You know, bots, the funny thing is I was giving predictions somewhere else. Let's just say that.
I know you got a gambling addiction that we need to make sure that we monitor.
We need an intervention.
we need to monitor your gambling addiction. But big shout out to Shay and Sashiv for jumping all the way to what, fifth. Sashiv is fifth, and Shay is fourth. This is incredible. Shay he earned 10 points in round of 16. I don't know how he did it, but he usually has this 2-1.
Oh, by
for
the
all
way,
teams.
do give my
So,
points for whatever Austria did, okay?
your points for what? For what Austria did?
Yeah, if they did anything, if I'm supposed to get some points for Austria, because I was
Yeah, if
supporting that
Austria
team.
had made it to the quarterfinals, then you would have got points. So
Okay, never mind.
yeah, that's
Next
what
time.
these names help. The names of the countries help with. It's just a points boost. And Luen is gonna obviously get 3 points boost from England. I think Luen has won it again, bro. Jeez. All right. Anyway, I just wanted to quickly share the status of the power predictions table as is right now. We will quickly look at how everybody did, and I want to just say round of 16. Yep, Shay is the one that got all these because he had a 2-1 prediction for all the home teams except for Austria, Turkey, and he got 3 points for that. I think that's how he got those many points. And then in the quarterfinals, not a lot of people got points correct. And in the semis, we can see not a lot of people also, fewer people. The further you went in the tournament, the fewer the points were collected by just different people. So shout out to everybody that has been playing this power predictor game with us, by the way. I appreciate you guys. I wanted to just show you where the table is at right now. And I said it's subject to VAR review, just like Stephanie says, Puppy, I can see 3 points, England versus Netherlands on the last.
Also, just for the ones who are listening to this on Twitter or if you're watching on any other platform, just remember this is a preview. We're going to do this week in, week out through the Premier League. So
Yes.
if you have missed the Euros or the Copa America, not all is lost. We do have the Premier League as well.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We will be playing this in the Premier League. Let's see Stephanie VAR check. Stephanie says England. We did it. Stephanie, England, round of 16. England, you predicted, you got 3 points there. England, quarterfinal. Stephanie, you predicted England, winning versus Switzerland. You get a point for that. That's true. You and everybody that predicted an England win, actually. Ooh, okay. There's quite a lot of people, actually. All right. We will. As I said, it's subject to VAR review.
Look at bots getting caught live on stream.
No, look. Imran Khan, Luan, Stephanie, Shay all deserve more points for that. Wow. Because England went to win on penalties, right? That's the whole point. That's why I missed this. It's not like I was trying to cheat you, Stephanie. Ronald, do not accuse me of the wrong things. So anyway, guys, this is a little preview. As I said, we will do a proper power predictions VAR review tomorrow. We have the Kahoots, happy hour. So make sure you're there for that. I just wanted to make sure that I in today's stream, we welcome Jay-Z, Joshua Zirkzee, and we also say farewell to Donny van de Beek, and also share quickly.
Get ready for a soon farewell for Casemiro.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so I told you in the last or the stream before that they are supposed to be announcing the money that is required for every team that they can spend, and I think that's been done in the Saudi League. So now they're actually already in conversation with these guys.
Jeez, this is crazy. This is going to be crazy. If we can get rid of Casemiro, then I feel like Ugarte is a definite, and then we're going to even get somebody else in there. It's not going to be just like we're done with business, So I'm really, really, really hopeful that it works out. I'm really hopeful that Casemiro can be scooped out by Etihad or whoever is looking at Casemiro right now. Al Hidad has been having discussions to sign Casemiro. Big up Lucky for sharing that. Al who? Al Hilhad or Al Atihad? I
No,
don't
I
know.
think it is Al Had.
Oh, really?
Al Attihad or something like that.
Al Atihad.
I mean, there are so many teams. I mean, you know, it
Yeah,
could
the
be
one
anyone.
that
Just,
sounds
just
like
any. I'll please take, please.
Please take. Says Ronald. Big up to Nick. Thank you for pulling up. Nick, you pulling up at the end of the stream. This was the Joshua Zirkzee welcome party, man. I've been having a moment just welcoming this guy, and I'm so happy that he's a part of our team, and I'm looking forward to more signings. And I want to just say, yeah, big up to yourself, and big up to Shay. Tomorrow we're hosting. It's going to be Shay's birthday, so Shay will be here as the co-host. And also today is Jarvis's birthday as well. Matter of fact, we should invite Jarvis too. You know, make it a Jarvis and Shay party tomorrow. We'll see if he's not too hungover.
Well,
And
happy birthday, Jarvis, and happy birthday, Shay, in advance. By the way,
Right.
Shay, you're not winning the league.
You're not winning the league, says Ronald. Anyway, guys, we are out of here. Big shout out to Ronald for putting up, and also more gratitude and respect to anybody that has hit the like button and also hit the subscribe button. Yeah, and just like that, we are over and out. I want to say welcome, Joshua Zirkzee. Come on. My name is Botswanapapi. This is the Football Power Hour. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. Yo, Lucky says Papi, Matthias Delic, Joshua Zirkzee, glad we got them payments after, right? We're moving. Ineos is cooking something. Come on. Sir Jim.
I can see what they're doing, what he's doing. I can see it, I feel it. He's cooking.
Hopefully this week we
it's
can get
a David Ornstein bomber that's dropped.